Welcome back everybody, I just installed the first official Samsung One UI 8.5 beta. It wasn't a very sweet experience as I was using some other builds, internal ones. I had to go back to the stable One UI 8, BYK3, with Odin, apparently losing everything. Nevertheless, this is not your issue, it's my issue. Forget about this right now. What matters is that I have a phone that has been freshly formatted. See what is new. I want to see if there's going to be any differences compared to the internal build that I've used in terms of the changelog, because apparently there are indeed rolling some new features in the One UI 8.5 first beta. There is an updated photo assist, there are some nice things for quick share, and there is also something that I would like to check, the so-called storage share. So yeah, we have help improve One UI and keep personal photos private. Again, it's the same story, nothing was updated here. I'm gonna click home, software update. Your phone has been updated. Now the first thing I would like to check is the software version. So I'm just gonna scroll down. I can already see the new One UI 8.5 elements. Your software is up to date. Security patch level is from the 1st of December, and the first official One UI 8.5 beta arrives with a version ZYL8. So let's try to see what we have here. I'm gonna try to open some things and see how they perform. Again, now my phone is fully resetted, and yeah, as we can expect, it really works like a charm. All the animation, everything, right? Like if I am to just show you guys the storage, just find the storage menu, you're gonna see that it is a brand new phone. Wow. All right, storage 8% used. Only 43 gigabytes, guys. Almost half a terabyte is free. I did not restore any backup via smart switch. I'm gonna probably do this after this video. I wanted to experience the pure One UI 8.5 on a freshly reset device. You of course as well. So this is how it's looking. The now brief is here. I'm gonna open my now brief. Okay, I'm gonna start my now brief. Have a wonderful night. So you can see some news here, and then view your now brief without unlocking, some nice things. I'm gonna click the settings here. We do have the audio brief. I'm gonna click this one. It is this talking now brief feature. More Galaxy AI features. All right, a lot of them. What about content to include? Moments. To show memorable moments in your now brief, moments will access your pictures, video, audio, and files, and etc. I don't think this was available before. I'm gonna get also the parking reminders. I'm also going to switch on the Nano Banana. This is so cool right now. What about the camera? I'm gonna open the camera. Okay, the nice new menu we see. Some of the new changes that I've seen and the previous internal build. If you go to Pro Video, there's gonna be a new button to hide, to conceal all the elements here, to not really distract you from what you see. But first things first, let's try to see some of the Samsung stock applications. All right, yep, this is the new clock with the new stopwatch. What? This is so weird. Yeah, there is a more recent APK. I'm not sure why it's not included here. You can see the stopwatch is the old boring one. So this is very peculiar, because it seems that the clock at least has not been updated into the official One UI 8.5 beta. What about the calculator? This is very interesting. You can see, by the way, that the battery percentage is displayed here. I do believe there is a new option when you go inside notification and then click status bar. There's going to be this show battery background that can revert to this setting if you would like to have it like this. I do get a new pill that is here, daily activity. Let's try to check it. Balance, rest, and activity with AI. All right, that's related to Samsung Health. At this point of time, I don't think that's so interesting. All right, let's try to keep checking some of the new things, because apparently what I want to see right now is this new function called storage share. All right, this is it, guys. This is the new file explorer, the stock one. And indeed, we have this option storage share. This is supposed to bring more fluidity to the Galaxy ecosystem by showing files from other Galaxy devices like tablets, PCs directly here. can't find your device, wow, it's here. Storage share, let you access files from another Samsung phone or tablet or PC in my files app. But apparently I'm not able to see anything. I cannot find my device. I'm not sure if this is gonna work like with Samba or NFS on my Windows PC, but this is one of the new things. What about the new Photo Assist feature? I'm gonna open the gallery, I'm gonna open a random image I downloaded. With the new Photo Assist, you should be able to edit photos. You should be able to do multiple changes without saving all the time, which is something I would like to test. So I've opened this picture here. Now I'm gonna click this one. All right, re-image in your images. I'm gonna click more. Let's try to AI erase this back here. All right, I'm gonna erase it. Let's see. So now generative AI should kick in. It should fill in all the blanks, and then I should be able to keep edit my photo without the need. Oh, okay, yeah, keep editing. Cool. So keep editing. Maybe I can erase these guys here. Let's try to erase them. I'm gonna hit erase. Okay, so yeah, the new big thing here is apparently the option to edit continuously without needing to save each iteration. Not that bad, by the way. So now you can press down and you can save a copy if you want. One of the new features that they also included is this new quick share. How does it work, guys? Now, when I press quick share, we're gonna get this whole new menu. It's, by the way, looking nice. You have options. You can turn on private sharing. You can also try to choose devices that you wanna send this photo, or let's say contacts. All right, send, receive. So this is the new menu. Some of the other features include this revamped audio broadcast that you can see right now. So it's a cross-device feature that allows you to communicate with other LE audio supported devices using Auracast. Okay, so provided I have a device like this, I'm going to be able to kind of share it, start a broadcast, probably connect, and again, it really looks fancy. Now about the nitty-gritty details, some things that I've seen that are a bit different is this thing here. I don't think this existed into the previous 8.5 build that I've used. Find your devices if they're lost. I just think that this is going to be like a redirect. No, it's not doing anything. But we know that Samsung included a lot of these new security measures, like the lost device protection, like the theft protection. I covered this in my previous video, like theft detection lock, identity check, offline device lock, failed authentication lock. So there is this scenario where you're sitting in a cafe and somebody steals your phone, starts running, then the phone immediately locks itself. Not that bad. Let's try to see some of the other things here, like the battery menu. Okay, this is the new battery menu. Power saving, okay, basic battery protection. You can see we have sleep time protection, basic and maximum. There are probably some new animations here. I'm not sure if this existed before. Looks though very cool. We have the wireless power sharing, and when you go inside the device care, this is the new menu. Again, updated. So you have battery, you can storage, memory. When you click on the storage, you have also this new menu, like they're following this new design, which I think is a cool one. Then they do have also the app protection, which I don't use that often. Performance profile, let's check here. Standard light, nothing really changed here. Auto optimization pretty much looks the same. Let's try to check some more Samsung apps. I'm gonna open the voice recorder. Check out what is new. All right, is this new actually? I'm gonna tell you right away because I use this quite a lot. Yeah, not really. I think this is how it's been looking, right? This is not updated so far. What happens if we enter the dark mode? Okay, not that bad. Now I can save this and probably it's going to start doing some transcriptions because, okay, you can transcribe it, using AI and stuff like this. Yeah. I mean, this is just the usual stuff. Something that is new for sure is the new settings here. You know about this? You can go really crazy with the quick panel, which is not bad. This is something that people really wanted for quite some time, and I'm really happy that Samsung finally decided to give us this option. So now you can redesign this whole menu the way you want. And the most important part is that you can not only just drag and drop the volume bar and the brightness bar horizontally and vertically, but you can add new controls. For example, like, let me just do the create node, and you can put them here, and they've also like at least these two options, a smaller one and a bigger one, which means that you can just redesign your quick panel setting to your liking and have something like this. And if you don't like this, by the way, you can always just go here, panel settings, and then there's the option for you to reset the quick panel. All right, so more animation testing. All right, now with nothing on my phone, of course, this is gonna be very, very quick, as you can see. I don't have any images, nothing. So it's very, very smooth. Okay, wow. Yeah, you can tell that I formatted my phone. Absolutely smooth. I wanna check also the animation and the landscape. So I'm just going to go and select the option rotate to landscape mode. Okay, not bad. What about now the quick panel here? Wow, yeah, actually not bad for the first time. Some of you wanted me to test this. This wasn't ideal, I would say, at least the first time. But it's still, I think it's still okay. This is the dark mode, no enhanced dark mode, I think. If we just click here, dark mode settings, yeah, sadly it's not like on ColorOS. Oh, and it's FHD, I forgot about this. I'm going to turn it on the QHD Plus. I just want to enjoy the best possible resolution. And this is now my evening brief, all right, with some things piling up. Let's check if the device is certified, Play Protect certification. Okay, not that bad. And another check with the Play Integrity Checker. So it seems that it is certified. I really hope so, because I really plan to use this phone and do some payments. Let's try to see something else. What is going to happen when I go inside the wallpaper and themes? And let's say I want to apply a color palette. I know what is going to happen. I don't think that they will have like, I think I know what's going to happen. They will team all the icons, but probably, yeah, we can see Netflix is not teamed. Even Facebook is not teamed for a reason. Else, it's looking great, by the way, but just come on, Samsung, implement it system-wide. You know, like the iPhone is doing it, like ColorOS is doing it. And also, of course, the Pixel. You can see even Microsoft apps are not fully themed. All right, everybody, this has been it. Let me know down below in the comments, what do you want me to focus next, as we are all waiting for the second beta. Stay safe, wir over and bye.